And after taking all this into consideration, it leaves us with E equals mc squared. Does anyone have any questions? Come on, guys. I'm sure someone has a question. That was a lot we just went through. And remember, there's no such thing as a dumb question. Yes, Luke? Why did you use division instead of multiplication in the second last step? Were you even paying attention? Hello, Mom. And you are? Tell him your name. Oh, I'm Luke. And what brings you in today, Luke? He has a sore wrist. Your left or your right? My right. His right. How did you hurt it? He fell when he was snowboarding. I see. Do you mind if I take a look? Use your voice. You're 20 years old. Hey, officer. My wife is missing. She went out yesterday and she never came home. Okay, stay calm, sir. What's her height? Maybe like 5'5"? No. 5'7", 5'6", I'm not too sure. She's shorter than me. Okay, what's her weight? I have no clue. She's not really slim, but she's not really big. What about her eye color? I think they're green. Wait, no, brown. Actually, I don't know. I never really looked that close. What color's her hair? I'm not too sure. She just went to a new hairdresser, so it changed. Okay, what was she wearing when you last saw her? She was wearing a blue dress. Or were those jeans? Or maybe she was wearing shorts. I don't know. Did she take a vehicle when she left? Yes, she took my vehicle. And would you happen to know the brand? Yes, it's a 2022 Black Sport Appearance Ford F-150 Lariat 5-liter V8 engine with 400 horsepower and 400 torque stock. But I installed a 3-liter Whipple supercharger, so now it has 775 horsepower and 685 torque. It has the max trailer tow package, so it has a big 136-liter gas tank, black leather seats, power deployable running boards, twin moonroof, FX4 off-road package with skid plates, Bang & Olufsen Unleashed 18 speakers, sound system, 360 cameras, Blue Cruise so it could drive itself, power tailgate, 2,000-watt generator built in the bed, 3.73 electric lock rear axle, upgraded all-terrain tires, 20-inch 5-spoke dark alloy wheels, and it also has a Borla Attack exhaust with black chrome tips. And unfortunately, one of them has a dent in it from a rock. Don't worry, sir. We'll find your vehicle. Thank you. Do you remember what that TV show we started watching yesterday is called? Come on, you're the one who wanted to watch it. You should remember. I think it started with like an O or something. Oh, I found it. Outer Banks.
Wait, what if they think it's me because I smelt it first? Just play it cool, Luke. Yeah, pretend like you never smelt anything. Who's sitting in front of me? Luke, did you fart?
No. What are you doing? No. 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 Erase that. No. No. Please. No, 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 no. No! Hi, it's nice to meet you. My name's Luke. What's yours? Oh, I don't have a name. What do you mean you don't have a name? Everyone has a name. I do have a name. Then what is it? I don't have a name. Oh. Hey Luke, I'm going to the store. Do you want to come with me? No, I'm watching Netflix right now. Are you sure you don't want to go for a drive with your mother? Yeah, a new season of a show I really like just came out. Okay, I guess I'll go by myself. You know, when you move out, we'll never be able to do this again. I know, Mom. I'll go next time. I carried you for 9 months and you can't even come with me for 30 minutes? Remember this? What about this one? Or this one? Okay, enough. I'll go. cop went undercover in a wheelchair to catch thieves. In Vancouver, Canada, the rate of street crimes were rising. Thieves would target people in wheelchairs because it's easier for them to escape. And unfortunately, sometimes they wouldn't just steal from them but also hurt them. So Sergeant Mark Hosley decided to run an undercover operation. The year before this operation, 28 people in wheelchairs were robbed, and 7 of them were physically attacked. The sergeant grew a beard and changed his overall appearance. He also sat in a wheelchair with expensive items to attract the thieves, then went downtown Vancouver to see if someone would rob him so he could arrest them. The operation lasted for 20 days, and in that time he had many people give him food and money. Even people who the police had suspected to be robbers before warned him to keep his expensive items away. In the end, even though they didn't catch anyone, they said it was a success, because the story went viral and now thieves are scared that they might rob an undercover cop. Here's how they caught Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy was an American serial killer. He used his ability to talk in a polite manner to pass off as a quiet guy. Although the police had witnesses saying they seen a man with his characteristics in the same places where a woman had gone missing, they didn't find a killer. But then a sketch of Ted Bundy was released, and after this, the police received tons of calls saying they identified the killer. And finally, in 1975, the police arrested Ted for a traffic violation. He raised the police's suspicion when he wanted to leave, but they stopped him, and when they checked his car, they found questionable objects like crowbars, ski masks with holes for the eyes, handcuffs, and a lot more. He was then arrested a year later for an attempted kidnapping and sentenced to 15 years in prison. And months later, he was charged with the murder of Karen Campbell. In prison, he wasn't tied up, so he jumped out of the window of a library and escaped. He was captured a week later, but within months, he escaped again. He committed more murders both times he escaped, including a 12-year-old girl named Kimberly Leach. In 1979, he went on trial for the murders he committed at a sorority house. He was convicted and sentenced to death in the electric chair. After a bunch of appeals, he was electrocuted in 1989 and pronounced dead. But before his execution, he confessed to a bunch of murders, and it's believed that he may have committed over 50. This boy lived in a bubble for 18 years. Jimmy Livingston was born with no immunity, so he had to be kept isolated. His parents made him a plastic bubble that he couldn't get out of, and they could only touch him with gloves. When he was 16, he was attracted to his neighbor Chloe, who he could see through his window. When his overprotected mom found out about this, she warned him that if he touched her, he would die. As the years went on, Jimmy and Chloe became friends, until one day Chloe gave him news that left him really sad. She would be leaving soon to marry her fiancé at Niagara Falls. Since Jimmy was in love with her, he decided to make a suit, so he could go outside and interrupt the wedding. A few days later, he arrived just in time to interrupt the wedding. Then he confessed his love for Chloe and got out of the suit and kissed her. His mother arrived just in time to see him and told everybody the truth. Jimmy was perfectly fine. She was just holding him captive to keep him away from the rest of the world. In the end, Jimmy forgives his mother and ends up marrying Chloe. If you see an Apple AirTag that isn't yours, call the police immediately. If you don't know what it is, it's a small tracker made by Apple that's meant to be put on keys, wallets, backpacks, or whatever you don't want to lose. So if you do lose them, your phone will tell you where it is. But one man put an AirTag in a girl's jacket without her knowing. She said she took off her jacket at a restaurant and that's when it happened. It tracked her go from one restaurant to another, and even while she was walking home alone. Luckily, Apple has a safety feature that notifies you if an AirTag that isn't yours is tracking you. So she was able to find it and throw it away, but that isn't always the case. This lady was followed from the mall to her house. And again, she got a notification that told her that, but she couldn't find it. She figured it had to be somewhere on her car, so she brought it to a shop and mechanics looked it over. But they said that they couldn't find it, so be safe. Here's everything that happened at Travis Scott's concert. There's around 50,000 people packed into the sold-out show, when thousands of them started rushing to the stage, crushing people who had nowhere to escape, causing people to pass out because they couldn't breathe. There's footage of people from the crowd climbing the camera towers and asking for help because Travis had no clue what was happening. He did eventually see someone passed out, so he paused the show to ask security to help the person. Then, as you could see from this video, continued performing.
Security, somebody help, jump in real quick, keep going, just keep it this way.
In this footage, you could see an ambulance in the crowd, and then 2 men talking to Travis, but then they leave and he continues the show. There is a total of 25 people who were transported to the hospital, and 8 of them passed away.